And now we can go to the types of statistics or the division of statistics. First one, statistics is divided into 5 heads, and first one is descriptive statistics. It is in the slide also you can see that it describes the basic features of a data. So suppose you are using statistics is to describe something or data, it is called descriptive statistics. So what are the methods you use while describing data? We will use different methods like collection, tabulation, averages, trends, index, dispersion, skewness, kurtosis. These are the methods which we will use to describe a data. So that is called descriptive statistics. Many of them would have studied what do you mean by skewness and kurtosis. Many of them know that these are the various techniques or methods that we will use for statistical analysis. And then another one is analytical statistics. It's something extra. It is called, these are the methods used for comparison and analysis. So here we will use statistical techniques for analyzing or comparison. So the examples are correlation. Correlation studies the relationship between two variables. Regression also like that. Regression also comes under analytical statistics. Regression also studies the relationship between y on x or x on y. That is the case of regression. And association of attributes also another method for studying two variables. So that is called analytical statistics. So we covered descriptive statistics, which simply means describe the data. Second one is analytical statistics, which is used for compare or find the relationship between two variables. And then next one is inductive statistics. Induction means coming to a generalization or inductive and deductive methods are famous. So now we will study inductive statistics. Means it is the generalization and estimation of the phenomenon on the basis of random observation. So we will come to a generalized opinion or generalization. We will declare a generalized statement. So the methods used in inductive statistics are interpolation and extrapolation. That is your 5th module. So in that time we will study or we will discuss more about interpolation and extrapolation. It is nothing but interpolation and extrapolation is nothing but finding unknown facts from the known facts or known figures. Finding unknown. That is the core idea in interpolation and extrapolation. And probability theory also comes under inductive statistics. So we will study probability also later. And then the 4th type of statistics is inferential statistics. So here the procedures help us to arriving a conclusion about some characteristics of population on the basis of sample. So here we won't study the full population. We will study only sample. Sample and population both are different. Suppose if we take the all students of this college, the population will be the total students. Suppose if we take 10 girls or 10 boys, that is randomly, if we randomly select 10 boys or 10 girls, that is called sample. Selecting data from the population is called sample. It's a subset of population. Sample is the subset of population. So methods we are using here is sampling techniques we will use. Mainly there are probability sampling and non-probability sampling are there. We will study later. And then hypothesis testing also comes under here. So sampling and hypothesis testing are the methods we are using in inferential statistics. Finally, last but not least, applied statistics. Here we will apply the statistical methods to solve a problem or in order to make a decisions. So applied statistics is one of the important types among the statistics. It have a applied. We are applying our theory with the real world. So it have more importance. So applied statistics. The methods which we are using in applied statistics are statistical quality control, sample survey, time series, index number. So these all are comes under applied statistics. So now we studied 5 types of statistics. First one, descriptive. Second one, analytical. Third one, inductive. Fourth one, inferential. Fifth one, applied statistics. So now we will study 2 more analysis. That is very important for your understanding. That is empirical analysis and quantitative analysis. Empirical analysis relies on real world data. So suppose if I am looking at the students who are coming to SJCC, that is called primary data collection. If I observe the students who are coming to SJCC by bike, that is called primary data collection. So that is called empirical analysis, which is not based on theory, which is based on practical observation. So it is connected with the real world. It is not a hypothesis or it is not a something theoretical. It is pure practical. So empirical analysis is a practical one. It connects with the real world. It is the primary data analysis. Another one is quantitative analysis. So here in quantitative analysis, also part of empirical analysis, but in quantitative analysis we will use mathematical techniques for arriving a conclusion. Empirical analysis deals with the real world or practical world, but in quantitative analysis we will use mathematical techniques for arriving conclusion. So that is the difference, or that is the relationship between empirical and quantitative analysis. It is different from qualitative analysis also. Qualitative analysis is nothing but it is called the beauty. Beauty is the quality of one person, or honesty. Honesty is the quality of one person, or punctuality. Punctuality is a quality of one person. So if you analyze punctuality, beauty, etc., it is called qualitative analysis. So it is something different from empirical and quantitative analysis. And qualitative and quantitative analysis both are different. And then now we will study the utility of statistics. As I said earlier, most of the disciplines or most of the subjects other than statistics, they are using statistics as a tool. Without statistics, they can't perform analysis. So for them, they need statistics. So many of the medical people are studying statistics. Commerce people are studying statistics. Statistics is part of our subject. And then mathematics people also using statistics techniques for arriving some conclusions. And if you make it an order, I will say, first one, statistics is mainly used by government for state administration. Health surveys. Surveys are example for statistical analysis, or that are the utility of statistics. Recently, sprinkler. We heard about sprinkler in the news. It is nothing but they collected health data from Kerala government related with the COVID, and they analyzed and they made a map, or they made a study related with our corona. They made an analysis related with our health statistics. So they used our information in order to arrive conclusions related with who are the people that are affected by corona, who are not affecting, which blood group are mostly affected, which blood group are not affected. Like that, they used the data in order to arrive many conclusions. That's why our government gave that permission to use our data to analyze conclusions, because if you study particular data, if you are able to make solutions or decisions, it will be useful to the government to implement some strategies or policies. For policy making only, they gave our health data, our precious health data to an American company. So that is the case. So government are using statistics to conduct surveys. Census is an example for using statistics by the government. Census is conducted once in 10 years. So it will collect all demographic characteristics of each citizen of India and many things. And now economics. Economics also using statistics in order to find out CPI. What do you mean by CPI? CPI is nothing but Consumer Price Index. Economics also using statistics to arrive WPI. What do you mean by WPI? Wholesale Price Index. And demand analysis. Demand forecasting is done by economists using statistics only. So without statistics, economics also can't perform well. And then in business and commerce also we are using statistics in order to develop a new product or new business decisions. We are analyzing or we are using statistic technique for develop a new product or taking a new business decisions. So we the commerce people are using statistics. For us it is a tool to find solutions, different problematic solutions of the business. And then it is used in planning also. Statistics is used for budgeting technique. From where we will get the data for budget? From statistics only. So it is used in planning also. Example is Niti Aayog. Niti Aayog is also using, Niti Aayog is nothing but it is a substitute for planning commission. Now there is no more planning commission. Now it is called Niti Aayog. It is the name given by the current government, current Indian government. And next, in researches also we are using statistics. In hypothesis testing we are using statistical techniques or test in order to like F-test, T-test, ANOVA. These are the things we will study later. So in researches also we are using statistics. Then importantly, in medical field we are using statistics. Particularly now in most of the big or the very big hospitals has a statistician in order to find out the patient's recovery pattern or in order to find out in which disease is caused by which bacteria, like that. Many medical data are analyzed by the statistician in order to find out the conclusions or in order to giving a solution for many medical problems. So we hope that statisticians can give better results to the COVID team also. So in future, if we tie up with statisticians, we will get a good decisions. We can take a good decision related with this pandemic. And then gambling. Gambling also, they are using statistics in order to gamble well. In gambling also they are using. In gaming also. In particularly with Indian cricket team, there is a statistician. He will analyze the performance of Indian players and he will say tomorrow which player need to play or which player is not suitable for playing tomorrow in which condition, like that. He can say, he can predict by statistical models. He can predict that, he can predict the runs will score by particular batsman also. That is the power of statistics. Statistics can predict, statistics can help us to take decisions. So statistics is not a simple thing as we think. It is a big one. So he have high power. He can create. Statistics is like a clay that which we can make a god or devil. So based on us, we can predict conclusions or we can interpret. So with this statistical data, we can predict or we can interpret from our own point of view. So we can say it is good or bad. So based on us only, statistics make sense. So use statistics for better wealth or better results. That's up to you also. That you can use statistical data in order to arrive at good decisions, or you can you can interpret badly also. So based on you only, statistics also lies. So then now I will say I will introduce, or I will let you know one of the important job or highly paid job right now in 2020 in 20th century, which is the highly paid job. It is none other than statistics. It is related with the statistics. The job is called data scientist or data mining. Data scientist and data mining are highly paid jobs right now. If you observe the placement in many colleges, the big companies are recruiting statistics people they are appointing many statistics people and giving more than 50,000. I experienced from my college itself. I studied at MCOM, and my roommate studied at statistics. So he placed in one reputed company, and he is paid right now 60,000 per month. So that is the power of statistics. He know only how to analyze and interpret data. So they are paying more for statisticians. So right now data is very important. So if you have data, we can predict, or we can interpret, we can arrive at conclusions also. So data is a valuable thing right now. Previously it was not the case. Right now, with the introduction of internet, data are the most important commodity that is sold in the world. It is not chairs and tables are not the important thing or which has higher value. Right now, data is highly valuable. Google also selling our data to many other companies like Facebook, many things. If you observe that thing, you will definitely note it, because that if you search something in Google, that keywords, if something, it means that if I search in Google that which is the best bike or which is the best bike to buy, next minute, if you go to Facebook will show ad related with bikes. So that is, they are linked with, both are Google and Facebook are linked, and Google sold our data to Facebook. That's why Facebook shows ads that preferred by us. Or if you go to one gaming app also, they will show our preferred advertisement. Gaming means if you go to open a game, is also a digital game, they will also show a digital ad related with our preference. So they are tracking. So these companies are tracking us. They know many data about us. So that data they can sell to any third party. But many big companies like Google have high data privacy policy. So they are claiming that. Recently, Sundar Pichai in an interview, he said that Google is not selling any data to any third party. So that is they have their own privacies. So that is the thing in data science. So it is considered as the sexiest job of the 21st century. Data science is considered as sexiest job of the 21st century. So if you study this subject, QT, quantitative techniques, you have a good future. So if you study more, if you take a diploma in statistics or business analytics, you have a good future. So don't waste your time by playing some games or something like that. So use your time or efforts to grab more knowledge related with this subject called statistics. Statistics won't let you down. Statistics only lifts up you. So all the best for your future or current semester. So we will study more about statistics in recent next classes. So hope that all of you understood what I mean by statistics, or the definitions and the divisions or types of statistics, and the various utilities or the various fields in which statistics are used, and finally which is the highly paid job in the 21st century also. Thank you for listening to me. So we will see later about this module called Introduction to Statistics in the coming classes. Thank you. Have a nice day.